My name is Todd Johnson, and I'm co-director here at the Center for the Study of Global Christianity at Gordon Conwell Theological Seminary. We are collecting information from all sorts of Christian groups around the world, Protestants and independent groups and Orthodox and Catholic, because we're trying to understand how many Christians there are and who they are in every country of the world. But a lot is changing. In 1900, 82% of all Christians in the world were Europeans or North Americans. And what that meant is only 18% were in the global south, Asia, Africa, Latin America, Oceania. Today it's 67%. In Europe and in America as well, it was 33%. There's been a momentous shift from the north to the south. And so Christianity is actually very different today than it was 100 years ago. So one of the most exciting aspects of the shift is being played out in the most religiously diverse place in the world, Asia. Religious diversity in the world is increasing everywhere. And now we have a brand new opportunity with Christians that are in Singapore, India, and Thailand, and China, who are actually quite a bit better at interacting with people in other religions. This is a huge gift to the body of Christ. In 2017, 42% of all Protestants in the world are African. Africans have gone out in diaspora around the world. Many churches in Nigeria, for example, or Ghana, or Kenya, South Africa, established themselves in the United Kingdom or in the United States or India or even Saudi Arabia, and I mean, just all over the place. And now they're in a position to also share the gospel in all those different places. But of course, there's also the growth of the churches in so many different languages and peoples throughout Africa over the last century. Now, Christianity was quite well established before 1900 in Central America, the Caribbean, and South America. So much of the shift in the 20th century in Latin America is actually the growth of Protestantism, of evangelicalism, but especially Pentecostalism and charismatic movement. So a place like Brazil is actually one of the most vibrant countries in the world when it comes to varieties of Christianity, and it's found in all the other Latin American countries as well, from Mexico all the way to Chile and in the Caribbean. One important place that's often overlooked is Oceania. Now, Oceania includes Australia and New Zealand, but it's also all of the Pacific Islands. The theology that has come out of the Pacific Islands is one that's very much aware of water, but also the land, the importance of the land. And it's a very healthy, integrated approach to the land. It's another way in which the shift of Christianity offers fresh perspectives for the whole body of Christ around the world. The Middle East was probably around 13% Christian in 1900, and now it's less than 4% Christian. The Middle East is in Africa, Northern Africa, and also in Western Asia in the UN designation of continents. And so the Middle East has not really received the attention maybe that it needs to. And of course, there's been difficult wars over the last decade or so. It's something we really want to pay attention to. We don't want the body of Christ to disappear from the Middle East. And I think Christians all around the world can do something about that. But what does this mean to the global north? Christians from the global south are moving in fairly large numbers for a lot of different reasons into Europe, into North America. But the other thing is that non-Christians are also on the move, and that's good news when it comes to our desire to share the gospel of Jesus Christ. So I think the global north is benefiting greatly. We're seeing Christianity itself transformed by this demographic shift. because every culture in the world has something to offer. And so when all the cultures of the world are together, we see more clearly. And that's an exciting time to be alive.